Hey everybody, Engineer Coffee, welcome back to Mars. Last episode we got our atrium here in the launch pad, got a tram system that'll go from our little security checkpoint here down to the rocket. Alright, so this is where you come in to get your luggage after you get off the rocket, and then you come through your security checkpoint on this side. We built this a couple episodes ago. Once you're done through security, you come through here, you got this big atrium. Still got to figure out what we're going to do with these corners here, some type of shops or lounge or something, or duty-free shops that they charge you a lot more money because they can, because you're stuck in the airport. You know, that's how that goes. Alright, so here we got the hallway that goes down to the rocket. Over there we got a tram on either side that you hop on and then take it down to the end. Right now they're charging up. I just put a little hinge charger thing. There's nothing else going on with it, but I was thinking maybe we could put either controls or sensors or something on there to maybe help the tram automation. We'll see how that works. Alright, but the tram goes all the way down here to the end of the line here. It's a fairly short distance, but we wanted to build the tram anyway. And then eventually you'll get onto the rocket over here. Alright, this episode I think I want to work on the command module to the rocket. But there's also some things I want to do here on the building. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I was complaining last episode that this tram ride really isn't that long, and I probably shouldn't have built the tram because there's really not much distance to go. I mean, or the tram should have gone all the way from the monorail, but then you don't have the security checkpoint, so that's a thing. But really, like, the distance there from the monorail all the way over here to the tram is longer than the tram goes to the end here. So somebody in the comments had suggested it would be really cool if this guy could turn and go to the other landing pads, and I don't think we could do that. The tram is pretty much, you know, hard built. The wheels are on the frame and it's inset down there. It's not like we could get a trolley on a rotor that could rotate around. Also, getting these guys to like curve would be a challenge, so I don't know exactly how I would do that, but it did make me think, could we have this tram come all the way down to the end here? It gets down to the end here, and then we have like a turntable that turns it and puts it on the track this way, and this guy can run down here to get to this launch pad, and then same with the other one. It's got another turntable there to go that direction. So I kind of like that idea. I wanted to see what we can do. It'll expand out our walkway, like our actual walkway would be over here, but we got plenty of space before we get to the rocket, so that should work. Just a matter of designing a turntable that works and doesn't feel clunky to be able to get them over that direction. So I think that's what we want to work on first. So yeah, maybe the tram is right here. That might work, because we could just redo that corner. This one would be here. I think we'd have to come one over for the tram. I think it would need to go right here. Yeah, that would work. I mean, we could easily block up underneath this to get that sealed. Alright, well, this one will probably do different. We'll have a 3 space there and then 5 spaces here just so it doesn't look weird with the tunnel. But that should work. So how would this junction work? I don't think... maybe we can get the half block? Oh, no, the half block's down that way. I mean, I guess we'll just do an actual half block. See, we don't want it to come any further than that. So it comes down, it needs to turn this direction. So it's going to have at least another extension out here. Right, I think the first thing we're going to need to figure out is, can we jump the gap here? Or are we going to have to come up with something a little bit different to get this to work? I'm not sure. So let's see if we can drive this guy down and what this guy does here at the gap. Oh, I still need to repaint all that and put blocks underneath the track. Oh man, so much work to do. Alright, recharge off, unlock. There we go. I'm not going to be able to really see what I'm doing here. Okay, well. Oh, we're going to look in the back of our own head. Okay, yeah, I don't think that's going to work. I think it's just going to fall. Yeah, I don't trust that at all. We don't have another wheel. So that's not going to work. How do we get a rotor here with the tram on it to be able to turn? Well, it's going to go from here and turn that way. Without pinching all of this stuff. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, somehow we got to get that track to go there and rotate around. Obviously that's not going to work because it pinches, but I don't think we can really come up with anything else. It's not like there's a half block that goes the right way. Maybe that would work. Except for now, of course, I can't place it. Yeah, I don't think that's still going to work because the tram will just go down. So that's not going to work. Oh yeah, and the tram's a little bit longer than 4, isn't it? Yeah, just a bit. So it would get to here and it would stop, and that's pretty accurate, actually. Yeah, it's hanging over a bit there and hanging over a bit here, so it is a little bit longer. So now we just need to get it to rotate onto that way. Alright, this might be goofy, but what if... Alright, we got a terrible system here and we'd come up with something different, but what if we extended this guy down? Ooh, too far. Calm down there, buddy. There we go. It gets to there. We switch the lock.
Inbound.
What if we raise this guy up? I don't know, this doesn't really make sense though. If you're a passenger on here and then suddenly you get raised up in the air. Like that. That doesn't really work. Also, clearly, we need to share inertial tensors. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're all around us. Please don't bust my stuff. Okay, turrets are doing their job. Apparently that one is, tenacious. There we go. Finally got it. Okay, share inertial tensors. Obviously that's not great. It's almost above the track. That might rotate. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it does rotate. Yeah, we pick it up, we rotate it 270 degrees. And then we set it back down in the track. That doesn't help this block, though. I mean, it kind of works, but then we've got this guy to worry about, which I guess we could just do... oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, the whole block is out of the way. So a piston could drop that guy down, rotate it around, and then push it back up in the hole. That would kind of work. So I like the idea of that. I just gotta get the practicality of how to get it to work. Alright, so maybe this block goes down in the ground, rotates around 90, pushes back up into the hole here, like that, and then we're ready to carry on down the track? Like this? I mean, it'll work. Do we have a missing block over here? Yes. I mean, it kind of worked. We're over here. I just don't like necessarily lifting the tram. Could we drop the whole track? Like, grab it, drop the whole track, and then rotate it? Well, no, because we need to rotate the tram with it, because the tram has to be 90 degrees. Well, it's an even number to rotate, that's the problem, because if I take this and I drop it down, and I rotate that around, this would be over here. Alright, again, I don't want to dig out any voxels, so maybe we'll just build above ground here, and we'll see what we can get. You know what I need to do? I need to get some cargo access right here. We need a cargo container. Tired of flying down here every time. Alright, let's build above the ground. I guess we can probably sink that down a little bit. We got some space. Okay, so we have our track here. And it would go down here. And there. We'd have our ground. Let's do our ground like this, maybe? It's really the even number thing that's really messing with me right now. Because if we grab it here, we grab the track and we rotate it around, we have to have like a 5x5 switch. And if we have a 5x5, that means the track comes out right here. And that's a problem. Because then we're in the walkway, and we don't want to be here. We need it to just be a 4 switch that just goes that way. Alright, so this leg has to sweep over here. which means that this guy would be in the way if we rotate around. So this guy would have to come out, which would mean this guy would have to be attached to the track. And then over here, these wheels are going to be rotated around here, which means that these four need to be attached to the track as well. We might have to have two pistons? Am I... Huh. Looks like that's still not going to work. Looks like the rotor and the stack tolerance is too much. So I guess the rotor would have to go down one even further. But in theory, this guy would rotate around like that. And I'm getting radiated to death because of course I am. Let's see, this piece can actually be half blocks, now that I think about it. That would help. These guys could be like this. There we go. Yeah, it slides up into there, right there. Okay, so we can definitely do that part. We can get the track to slide up into there, and now we've got a switch track. That's easy enough. But now, how do we get the tram to follow with it? Right, then my thought is we could have this guy still attached to the monorail, but it would just spin it free space. Let's just do this one. So yeah, that guy just goes there, we switch the lock, and then we want to rotate it around. That floor would drop out, this block would drop out, that one would drop out. So all of those would be gone. We would get those two gone, and those ones are gone.
Inventory full.
And this guy would rotate around like this, and be back on the track, and then it would come back up. So that's why that guy gets out of the way, and why this guy gets out of the way. Yeah, it's the fact that I can't make it perfectly symmetric, because that guy right here would come out into the walkway, and that sucks. So... Alright, I got an idea here. This is goofy, but I think it might work. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Let's see, go back to the floor. There we go. Let's see, that needs to be a track. Alright, I think I've got something set up. Let's do this in spectator so we can actually see it. But I got a cockpit over there so I don't get irradiated. So, we've got our track here. It comes in, the tram gets to this point and stops, and then we go ahead and hit number 1 and number 2. They retract down. Looks like I didn't get number 2 down far enough. Let's get that down. See, I named it test because I'm lazy. I guess we'll just go minimum distance all the way down for now. You reverse this guy around, and then you reverse them both back up, and now you have an accurate track to go this way. And so then, with both of these guys down like this, we can have the tram attached to the ceiling, just like this. It rotates around, and then the passengers only get rotated. They're not going to get dropped up and down. So the tram would rotate around, and then the track would come back up to meet them. I think that's going to work. It's going to be really complicated for no reason. And I love that, because that's what we do around here, right? And then when it's back up, it looks, you know, just like a perfectly fine track. I think that's going to work. And then in theory, you have your glass right here. I think I have it on the other side, but that's alright. Yeah, your glass would go here. So glass would go there. Yeah, we probably need to get this guy widened out so it's like 5 wide over here, just because this guy is just a little bit longer than 4. Yeah, because if we have it rotate like it is right now, I think that's where it stopped. There and there. If we rotate him around... Yeah, obviously our glass is not going to work here. We're going to run into it, so we're going to have that tram come a little bit further forward and then rotate it around. So yes, this guy's going to have to be 3 long. So we will need to take out this part of the frame.
Inventory full.
That'll be 3 wide. Alright, so it's going to be a big platform that drops down, but I think that's going to be alright. And then here, I guess, will be the actual walkway across to the other side. Like, that will be the actual walk path. We've got a gap, which I guess... It's not the end of the world. We could just make this guy its own tunnel over here. Because it would be... Yeah, just 3 wide. So this would be... Alright, so this would be the tunnel like this. To match what we have. Guess we can turn on our light, huh? That might help. Ow, Deborah. Yeah, I guess the tunnel could be there, and then this would be its own tunnel, and then we just connect the two at the doorway over here. That's not bad. I mean, it's not going to match this hallway anyway, because it's not double-sided. It's only going to be a single side anyway. Yeah, you know, I think that works. I think that's going to work. Because, yeah, this guy would be out here. Have another track section there. This guy would be there. Sealing around this might be fun. But kind of like the challenge. Do I have any anti-rads left? I don't. Oh, okay. Well, I thought we had an anti-rad or two left, but apparently not. Okay, well, other than Deborah and the sun apparently both trying to kill us, I think we've got a plan. I mean, it's fairly smooth gliding. That's been my only problem, is like, how is this gonna lock onto each other? But it seems to glide past each other pretty well. So that's a plus. Yeah, we just gotta build this much space around it. But that'll work. I think we got it. And then we'll have to like block in the whole floor here and block it around and have like a strong foundation that we can seal around to have it airtight. Alright, I kind of want to wait out the storm, and the solar radiation is kind of kicking our butt. So let's go downstairs real quick. Where is the button? There's the button. Alright, I want to retrieve the snub fighter. Actually, we can be able to do this accurate, right? Precision mode. Yes, you're there. Snub fighter, yes please. Retrieve from storage. Yes. Okay, good. Alright, I want to take the snub fighter here and go to a trade station. So let's go ahead and check what we have for contracts already. Grain, parachute, small steel tube. We could probably do small steel tube, right? Alright, what else do we have? Let's see, I got the grain, I got the parachutes. Let's see, hydrogen bottles, I guess I could do, but I don't even know why I took that one. That was kind of a pain in the butt. Thruster components, we got that. Oh yeah, we got plenty of those. What do we need, 63? Okay, I think we got what we need to get. I'm not going to do the bottles. I might actually just fail that contract, because I don't ever want to do hydrogen bottles. Let's just abandon that. Alright, I want to go over here to the station. Oh, well, we have a regional headquarters. Maybe we go there. Well, they're going to shoot at us, which I guess we have the fighter, but I want to go over here to the station, because I want to check out the new contracts. I've been having a lot of fun over on IR server, and I think we can get some salvage contracts, and then take the lobster out and grind a bunch of the salvage down to get material. I think that might be a good way to get material faster than having to go out and mine and do all that stuff. So we'll see. Regional headquarters, that is awfully close. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the regional headquarters are hostile if you get too close, so we'll stay away for now. And then, yeah, I don't have any reputation with anybody right now. Except for a lot of people hate us. I should probably figure out if I have decay on or not. These guys really hate us. I wonder if I have reputation decay, which actually would help us to go back to neutral with some of these people. Oh, it would be nice to be at the new stations. Oh, the old stations still get NPCs. Okay, well that's a thing. Okay, yeah, we could take salvage contracts. 194 kilometers away though. Wow, okay. Got some distance on these things. I was hoping for something a little bit closer. I guess we can do the one that's 56, but that's still a journey. Let's accept it, why not? That one I'm gonna say no to. 194, that's too far. Hey, sir? I'm working here. Okay, well we got $14 million. Alright, let's check out the acquisitions while we're here. Metal grid for 10 million. We could probably do that. And I guess we do have a cobalt mine. Reactor components, I probably have those as well. Gravity components I probably have. You know what, let's accept them. Metal grid, do we want to do that one? I mean, I guess it doesn't expire, so we'll just take them all. do want to try out the Warden Strikecraft at some point, but I don't think we really need it. Alright, well, we ran away from the storm, and a storm came and found us. But looks like the salvage site there is at least closer to base. It's 56 kilometers away, but it's at least in the base direction, so that's nice. Alright, well, I was hoping for more search contracts, but we got one on the planet. That's alright. We can always try again. Alright, let's empty out the lobster here, and then we'll go check for that salvage. I don't know, hopefully this is worth coming out this far for. It's looking kind of small. I guess we'll find out. Well, if anything, it's a nice break right now. That's not the button I wanted. 7. Yeah, this looks fairly tiny. Well, there's our research materials. Magnesium, nickel. Yeah, I guess that's alright. Generic tools. I mean, this would be a good salvage if I was on the server restrictions, because it's got a cryopod and refill station. O2H2 generator. Yeah, this is a good one for the server. Don't really care for us necessarily. The tank, I don't really care. Yeah, alright. Well, let's grind out what we can. See, our battery's at 93%. We don't need to worry about not grinding that down. Alright, well, that really wasn't worth the trip over here. Let's see. Well, we got an unknown distress signal. I guess we'll take that. Alright, that's gonna be bigger than the salvage that we just had. It's probably like a buried rover or something. Sometimes they do have turrets on them, though. So we should probably be careful. Oh no, I think this is that big crashed freighter. I don't think this one has a turret on it. Actually, it might. That might be a turret on the top there. Is that a turret right there? I can't tell. I didn't think this one was aggressive, but now I don't remember. I guess we'll just get into range and see what happens. I don't think that's the turret. I think my eyesight is just terrible. Yeah, no, we're fine. Okay. Yeah, this is the wrecked... I don't remember what the ship is, but it's really cool. It's got these big nacelles on it. Oh, that's an antenna. Nice. Like that I was freaking out over nothing. Okay, but yeah, here's a bunch of salvage. We'll take that. Well, let's check what's in these cargo containers. Is that where the port is? No. There's that cargo container. Okay. This one... Power cells. Okay, that's pretty good. But the big haul is back here. Let's see, I think I need to go up. No, right here.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Reactor components, gold. Alright, well, I mean, we'll take it, of course. And silver, and some interior plate and zone chips. Okay. Well, I was hoping for more components rather than ores and ingots, but we'll take it. Alright, well, we'll see what we can fill up. I think there's heavy armor on this ship, so we might fill up the lobster on this run. So we might want to claim the grid, but we are also kind of far away, so I don't know. We'll see. Alright, now we got an ore processing facility next to us. Wow, we are getting quite the spawns around here. But what I think I want to do is I want to claim this grid now. Now that we've got it ground off. So then we'll have at least this block, and the rest of the stuff that's under the ground will disappear. Because we definitely don't have enough to get this. So we'll mark it on GPS. Mark that on the GPS, and then we will come back for it at some point. We are awfully heavy now, so I'm hoping we can make it back with our battery. I think we have, yeah, 35%, which we made it over here in like 6. But now that we're heavy, we're going to be using a lot more power. We'll turn off our braking thrust, and we will coast as much as possible, but it's just going to be what keeps us in the air. 14 minutes? Maybe. That might be okay. Yeah, what do we get? 37 almost there. Plus another 2. Plus another 2,500. Yeah, we've got, what, 12,000, 13,000 steel plate? Nice. Oh, and there's a storage depot of people that hate us. ROCG. Let's see what we are with them. Oh yeah, they hate us. We were probably all the way negative though, so we're probably gaining a little bit back. Like it's probably, you know, coming back to neutral. Because I don't feel like... I feel like when I ground them down, I probably got all these guys down to the worst reputation, but I could be wrong. Wow, I have made enemies of a lot. I mean, the Factorum makes sense, but yeah, a lot of these hate me. Well, I guess pirates and spiders make sense, but a lot of these guys do not like me. Wow, we still have the assert on here. I don't have the assert mod for a while now. I didn't realize they stayed as a faction. Alright, there's the processing plant that's near our base, which means our base is over here-ish. Well, we're down to no bars on our battery, so that's fun. Probably should have turned on a GPS for our base, but I guess I know where it is in relation to these things. There we go. Yep. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. 9 minutes to go 9 kilometers. And park and plug in and maneuver. Maybe. We might have enough power. It's gonna get low as we try to maneuver around. Calm down, bud. You're in my territory. Still don't know exactly why I built it in the most boring part of Mars. I really regret this decision. But we are so committed. What are we on, like episode 88? We're here for forever now. But I should have picked somebody... Should have picked somewhere that looked cooler. Alright, well this was close. 6 minutes, 5 minutes? It got down to 3 when we were trying to maneuver around. Yeah, cut that a little too close, I think. Our FPS is struggling right now. I mean, it's not terrible. It's at 55. We were out at like 90 to 100 out there. Oh, this base has a ton of stuff going for it. Alright. Let's focus. Get in there. Alright, and we're back. Lock and charge. Alright, well, it's almost sunset, and what do we end up with? Yeah, we got 22,000 steel plate now. Not bad. Yeah, and we got, well... 1,000 of that, there we go. 10k of girder. Only 2k of glass. We're not doing great on glass, so that's going to be a thing. But we got platinum, we got a bunch of silicon. We just need to get back to the main base. We'll have to connect those connectors so it can go back over there. We'll manufacture more glass at some point. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn off the HUD. Alright, well let's go ahead and implement this plan now. I really like the switchboard, so let's get that going. Let's see, can we switch you back? Get you back on track? Alright, I had to suck the wheels in. Oh, I need steel plate. I was gonna say I had to suck the wheels in because it was not wanting to let me place blocks. There we go. Should be good. Now we can reverse you. You have a maximum distance, right? Yes, you do. Oh, forgot to turn the alignment wheels back out. It's gonna be wobbly. Alignment, there we go. There we go, you park in there for now. Stay out of the way. Let's see, should we build a shield wall here, probably? There we go. Now we can work. Let's see, I was gonna bring it out 5, right? Yes, I was. Which means 1, 2, 3 there. Oh, I'm like barely connected still, though. Well, I am connected to that grid, so we're actually fine. Alright, let's see, we can do that as the tunnel transition. Alright, so there is that. The building, I guess, will go here. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to dig out some major voxels here to be able to get this mechanism in here. So this should be solid wall as well to build around, and that's going to have to be a solid wall underneath here as well. I guess it doesn't have to be full block, but at least needs to be... It probably does need to be full block, because we're going to mess with a lot of voxels. Probably there. We could probably do this. At least put that there. Alright, undercarriage there. I guess really we just need probably just plate. We'll probably just put plate right here and here. Yeah, that'll get to seal up. Okay, there's the hole for the track to fall down into. Well, hopefully we don't have to grind any of that out to actually get the thing in the hole. That might be a problem. I guess we only need to drop it down a bit so we could extend it up past. Maybe we just need to grind out the walls here. We'll find out. See, that'll be the hole for the main platform to drop down, and then we need this spot for the rotor to drop down and rotate that thing around. So that's going to be right here in the track. Alright, that's right where the tracks intersect, right here. So this guy's going to have to go fairly deep. Oh no. We got stuff here. What is this? Oh, that's the door. That's the hangar. Ooh. Well, we might have to come right next to it, right in this block. That might mess with our pressure tightness, but I think we're gonna be okay. Hopefully that block's not in the way. We should be okay, right? I don't know. I hope so. Guess that can be a full block. We're still attached on the bottom, hopefully. I don't know that we are. No, we're not attached to the bottom at all. That's dangerous. Okay. Well, there's a block there. That should attach to that. Let's just be extra safe and get another one on the side. Because that guy needs to come out. Because, yeah, I'm fairly certain we need that, right? How far down do we need to go? Unable to put the attachment? Is it you? Is it that guy's fault? Yep. Okay. It was just a voxel thing. Alright, we're good. Do we want the advanced or the normal? Thinking the normal would look better, right? Let's see. We do need to seal the floor. So maybe let's get some half blocks down here to seal this floor off.
Fuel low.
Oh no. Yeah, we good? We're not... Yeah, we're doing alright. Energy we need. You know what? I'm going to take this out. Let's put a refill here. I don't want him fighting it. Alright, I think I've got this guy sealed in. Or at least it will be once I finish the blocks. Oops, can't reach the other one. There we go. Okay, we should be sealed in now. Once I get this top cap on here. Alright, there we go. We should have a sealed floor, except for that's where the other piston needs to go. So I'll have to dig down just a bit for this one. I think this one all needs to be this deep. Okay, there we go. There's the hole for the other one. Yeah, I had a feeling we weren't going to be able to place some of these blocks, but we can get this guy raised up. There we go. Oh, come on, you should place that one. There you go. Oh no, does this not go all the way down? Why are you not going all the way down? Is it the rotor? The rotor must just have a little bit bigger hitbox. Yeah, it does. Look at that. Oh no. Okay. Well, it's the rotor's fault. Alright, there we go. Good enough. It'll rotate. That's all we're after. So if we give this guy a negative velocity, -5 is probably fine, right? Yeah, there we go. This guy will rotate underneath there. That should be fine. This guy would drop down. Let's reverse it down. We're way too extreme on our thing here. Let's stand in the hole so we don't get crushed. Alright, yeah, this guy sinks below the track, which means the wheels can rotate. Alright, this guy is sunken perfectly. It'll go there. This guy will rotate around. The floor will come back up. Alright, so our max distance here just needs to be what? Like another half block, which is 1.25? But I think it's going to be 1.25 minus 0.6 or 0.16? What is that, 1.09? Let's give it a shot. Yep, there we go. Thank you, Kenneth, for the information. It is so helpful. And then this one's going to be a little bit trickier because, right, this one's going to be trickier because we have both the rotor and the piston. Can I get to the piston at all? There we go. Oh, I just realized that block is wrong. It is connected to that. Yes, it is. Alright, I think I got it. At least the floor. We need to figure out a way to actually pick up the tram and rotate it around. But we drop both down. I should probably make the speed on this guy a little bit faster, now that I see it. Rotate that guy around. Tram gets rotated at the same time. And then it gets pushed back up. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Okay, let's get that drop down again, actually. Okay, we can get away with something as simple as that. It'll grab on, so we can just switch the lock. That's pretty easy. We're up there. I don't know if exactly where we're needing to park. I'm hoping it's this. Be able to get the thing to route around. Find out. This guy needs to go from 0 to negative 270. Or to negative 90. Okay, then we rotate the train around. This is so stupid. But I love it. Okay, now the train is rotated around. We bring this back up and this back up. Uh-oh. We got something going on. Uh-oh, I must have rotated wrong. Oops. There we go. Must have rotated too soon. That guy gets stuck. Okay, now let's try again. Okay, now that it's rotated around, we extend both of these up. Train is back on the track. We drop you. Okay, I kind of like it. This is a big waste of space right here, but it has to be that way for this guy to rotate around. Okay, I think we got it. I think that's gonna work. Alright, yeah. Then we drive forward and we're good. Okay. Awesome. I love it. Okay, we're just gonna have to figure out the stopping point for this guy to not hit the glass. Other than that, I think we're solid. Can I get that guy back far enough now? Oh yeah, we're good. Alright, let's try this again. This guy drops down. This guy drops down. Once that guy's fully down, this guy rotates around, and so does this. Okay, and extend it both back up. That guy drops way too far to the ground, but that's alright. There we go. Now it's back up. And then we unlock the mag plate, and we're off and running again. And this guy is able to drive all the way back into the tunnel. Okay, that's awesome. It works. I love it. It is way more complicated than it needs to be, but it keeps the passengers level instead of lifting them up in the air and rotating them around. I think that's gonna work. All right. Yeah, just a ton of wasted space there, but that's all right. It'll look fine. It's all fine. Alright, well I've done a little bit of greebling off camera. I'm trying to figure out a style for it, but then I decided I should probably leave this open for a screenshot. And then I looked at these pipes back here and they are just really busy. But we are going to have another walkway through here and then the tramway through here. So that's going to get, you know, closed off and you're not going to see it so much. So that might still be okay. We'll see. Alright, well between the garbage man and my daughter waking up, I am out of time. I was hoping to get to the command module, but this took a long time to figure out and design, and I'm pretty happy with it, but yeah, time suck for sure. Alright, well this is where I'm going to call it an episode. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
Wake up to the dust, yeah, the sky's still red. 78 suns, and he hasn't left yet. In a suit of bright orange, checking every line. Building perfection one block at a time. Move past the names on the neon signs. The community power in the Martian minds. From the heart of the peanut, the factory grows. Where the logic gets loopy and the coffee flows. We don't just build it, we over-design. If it isn't complex, it's a waste of time. Watch the Hemet roll and the tardigrade fly. Climb excavator till the wells run dry. Don't check the labels, don't mind the scroll. We're checking in with Connor Toll in the control room where the typos live. He's got more subgrids than he's got to give. Engineer coffee, stay grounded. Wait, is that spelled right?